Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back once again with a special review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at, from the Dark of the Moon line, Deluxe Class Space Case. Here's this package. Zoom out a little just so you can see. As you can tell, he was a Target exclusive. He also came packaged with, as did the rest of the Target exclusives, a mini comic book. Nothing that eventful. Here's the back of the package. As you can see, Space Case is a repaint, remold of Hunt for the Decepticons Terradive. He's based on a G2 Cyberjet. So, get that package out of the way and let's get to the toy. Now, as I just mentioned, he is based on a G2 Cyberjet, but this color scheme is actually closer in resemblance to the repaint of him that came with Universe Soundwave. If you remember back in the early 2000s, Hasbro was repackaging Beast Wars, Beast Machines, Machine Wars, and G2 toys with a smattering of Armada and Energon toys under a Universe banner. And this is the color scheme. I should also mention that the plastic is translucent. So as you can see my finger through it. It's quite nice. Really cool vehicle. Here's the underside. To transform, we're going to go ahead and just remove his spear weapon. We'll get to that a little bit later. Go ahead and flip up the landing gear. Next step we're going to do is come in and separate the legs and wings. Bring them forward. Just like this. Just to get them out of the way. Then we're going to pull the nose cone forward and bring it up. We're going to turn it in on itself and bring it up like this. So then once that's done, you want to before you fold it flat, you want to just go ahead and bring the legs up and connect them into place. Basically, you want it to look like that, with the tips of the nose cone behind those red turbines. Next, we're going to come down to the legs here, bring them around like so. I should mention, much like on Terradive, the hips are a little loose. I guess this is just normal for the figure. You're then going to come in and we're going to rotate this post here down and then peg it into the leg like so. You're then going to take the actual wing, rotate it up, and then post it in to a tab on that post. When you're done with that, you can split open the feet. I should mention that the wings on this don't peg in as nicely as they did on Terradive. Second mold syndrome. We're going to repeat the procedure again here. Rotate it down. Post it in. Peg it in. And then split the feet. When you come up here, you can just go ahead and these little side flaps, just bring them forward. That'll complete the chest of sorts. Let me zoom out a little just to make sure we have everybody in view here. And as you can see, I already had it peg on the leg here. Next, you want to come on top, separate the arms, they're pegged together and flip them out from the main fuselage. You can then go ahead and rotate them down. Next, you want to basically come in, rotate that part around, bring it down, fold. Basically, you're folding it in half like that. Bring the head up. Hi there. And then come up the back. Oh yeah, and as you bring it down, there's a peg that part will peg into. You then want to... I made a mistake. Before you... Oops. I'm having a good old time with this. Yep, folks. He's a tricky little figure to get a hold of. I mean, to transform. There's a lot of steps that have to be done in a certain order. So, unfortunately, what I just did is disconnect the hips. There we go. Just repairing it, what I undid. I'll fix the legs in a minute, but what you want to do is before you peg that into the back, you just want to go ahead and swing the back wings down so the thrusters face up, so that when you bring this forward, peg it into the back, you can then come around onto the shoulders here, peg the arms into grooves that are on the chest, and there's a little flap here where his head was. You just want to fold that up, and that'll should peg right back in to where it was. Let me just fix the legs here. Finally, to finish off the figure, you want to swing these arms around so they're facing, the elbows are facing forward. Come in, rotate the hand down, like so. Now, some people like to leave one of the hands in, use it as a blaster. I've never seen him transformed like that, officially, like using an afterburner blaster. But here he is, for better or for worse, in robot mode. His spear has the same gimmick, where you can unfold it like so. Grab the tip here, slide it forward, and you have a trident. Can fit in both hands, and the wrists are rotatable, that you can get him in a nice two-handed pose. Like so. He retains all of the articulation of Pterodive. Head's on a ball joint. Legs are on a ball joint with the bendable knee. So you can get some really nice poses out of him. Full arm rotation. Swivel at the bicep. Swivel at the wrist. According to the bio and in the comic book, Space Case is a bit of a special person. Not that bright. I've never really liked robots like that, so I always figured we'll make him a specialist. Let me just zoom in on the head right here. Bring it in nice and as close as I can for you. Um, as you can see, he does look exactly like the G2 space case, and he has some very nice light piping. If you can find this figure at Target, he was part of the Wave 1 of Dark of the Moon Deluxes. He's actually being put back on shelves now. Target exclusive, go figure, they want to move their product. So if you brave the holiday shoppers, pick this guy up. It's a really nice figure. I happened to get mine off of Amazon.com, and I actually got him for free due to having some coupons and gift certificates from surveys. But that's a video for another time. It's your old pal Chuck. For Space Case, I'll see you next time.